Hello and welcome to Train the Mind. I'm Dr. Ronald Kimmons, and I'm going to welcome you and invite you to be present and here with me. This is our first session together. I just wanted to let you know that I'm just really excited to be here. This is a new thing that we're doing, and we're trying to bring things to you live and direct. And so here we are broadcasting, me from Oakland, California. I hope everyone can hear me well and hear my voice, and we're just going to roll with it. So part of what we really want to get into today is to really talk about and think about what it means to be, present and focused, what it means to be, mindful. And in every one of my sessions with you, I will be sure to make sure we talk about that, talk about it being intentional. And the way that I teach and believe that, folks can be intentional is through, solid breath work and breath control. So I'll be some teaching of that when you work with me. So in fact, I'm going to give you a second as well. One of the things I always encourage folks who are doing a session with me is to make sure you have like a pen and paper, a little journal, something that you can have with you. You might want to take notes. Something might hit you, something might inspire you. And that also will allow you to be very present and very intentional in our work together. You hear me saying it over and over again because that's going to be the theme and that's going to be the purpose. Grounded, thoughtful, and just really focused on who and what you want to be, how you want to feel, what are the things that you can control in regards to your thinking, your performance, and how you just perform in life in general. So the first thing I want to, teach to you is that, breath, breathing. Some people have called it a circle breath. Some others have called it a yoga breath. Whatever you call it is fine with me. The main points for you is that in this intentional breathing, this focused breathing, you're going in through your nose. You're letting the air fill up your lungs from the bottom to the top. And I'm going to challenge you to use your mind here too, because you want to think about your lungs filling up and feeling like a balloon blowing up. And once you get that breath in there, you're going to hold it for, say, a 5 count. And you're going to slowly, release that breath. So you're not going to blow it out really hard like that. You're not going to do that. You're just going to let it naturally flow out of your lungs, because that's what's going to allow you to be here, to be present, and also to feel all the different parts of your body that are being activated by your breath, and how it's, moving through you and how you can feel it in the different parts. And we're going to do a little bit of that work today too. And that's, the brand of mindfulness I want to bring to you today. Being very, very intentional, being very, very present, and allowing yourself to feel that. A lot of times when we think about a mindfulness experience, or quote unquote being mindful overall, or even being in a meditative state, feeling like that we disappear, we take off to another, place. And that's cool too. But you got to be able to put that in perspective. Oftentimes when we're talking about this in a performance realm, or just a focus and concentration realm, you need to be there in the moment and in the space. So you want that mindfulness and that breath to allow you to stay right there. As my homeboy Graham says, be where your feet are. I think that's a basketball thing. So you'll hear some of that kind of talk too as you cross-reference the different practitioners who are coming to you. So I want to encourage that right now. Be present. So let's take that first breath. I'm going to try to do it with you. So to breathe in through the nose, filling, holding, and exhale. Now take another one of those breaths on your own. Breathe in, hold that, and release. Really feel it wash over your whole body on the release. And now I'm going to challenge you. For some of you, this may be brand new, and that's okay. But we're really going to try to work through different body parts right now and see how present we can allow ourselves to be with each one of those breaths. So again, breathe in, hold that breath, and then release. On your next breath in, I want you to just start at the top of your head. And at the very top, I know it sounds wild, but I want you to just really feel that. So breathe in, hold that breath, and now let that breath, when you exhale, wash down over the top of your head, down through your forehead, down through your ears, over your nose, down through your face, and then just relax. Take another one of those breaths. Breathe in, hold it. On this exhale, let it go down through your neck, wash over your shoulders, creep down through your back, and just let yourself, wiggle, loosen up. This is your 15 minutes right now. So just lock right in, connect with your body. You might be preparing for a big meeting, an exam. Maybe it's just a moment to check out, maybe it's, at lunchtime at school or something like that. And this is just your place to reset. If you're an athlete, you're at practice, and you get a break, get some time, this is another time to do that. So again, breathe in, hold that breath, exhale, and again, let it wash down through your shoulders. Now it's going to creep down through your arms. It's just going to feel like water dripping slowly down through your back. You might start feeling in your rib area. We're going to breathe in again. Hold that breath. Let it finish going down your ribs, over your stomach, over your belly button, and just relax. Now that you kind of work through the top of your body, just take a couple more breaths. Allow those breaths to do the same thing. Work those different parts. Maybe you want to go back to the top of the head. Maybe you want to go back to the shoulders. Whatever you need to do right now. And just let it wash through your body. And we'll stop when it gets to your stomach. And then we'll start again. This is just a real excellent, fruitful time to connect with your body and your feelings. See what you're feeling right now. See what's going on. If you're feeling tension, you release that tension. So breathe in. Hold your breath. Exhale. And relax. Maybe you had a full day, you've been traveling. It's just a time to settle. You just got to your hotel room. Maybe you just got home, you've been running. You've been rushing to get to your session. Well, let's get grounded here first. Let's be here first. Let's enjoy what we're going through, not rush anything out of it. Breathe in. Hold that breath. Then exhale. Now the next breath is going to wash over you. Start to work down through the middle of your body. You're just going to slow your breathing down. Allow that breath to roll down. Breathe in. You can see it's a celebration. Maybe you can hear some of the music. For some of you, that might be distracting. For some of you, you're rolling with it. Distractions come and they're real. So what we use and what we do is we change any distraction into a cue. So even if my voice feels distracting to you right now, I want that to be an interpersonal, to be a focus cue, to focus in on the words and the information and the instruction. Those are the little tricks that we do to change the game, to take control, to be completely focused and in the moment, to not let anyone take anything away from us, to allow the power of our mind and our body to help us control and feel the moment. Be stable. Our minds are so powerful. Our breath is so powerful. We have more tools just existing right inside of us that we don't always have to fully look outside. Let's start with what works, what we have right here, before we go, to another level, looking for a prescription, looking for any of those kind of things. A lot of this can be controlled on your own, making sure your body is fit, making sure your mind is fit, and then just making sure that you are having wellness, good relationships, positivity, deleting any negativity in your life, whatever that is. So good. Mindfulness right now. Mind traveling with Dr. Ronald Kimmons. Breathe in. Hold that breath. Exhale. Washing down over the top of your legs. Back, those hamstrings, let them stretch out. Let them really feel that breath roll down. I just took that one. That was a good one for me. I could really feel it in the back of my legs. That's where it's tight. A lot of running around. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Exhale. Next breath is going to roll down over your knees, over your calves. Breathe in. Exhale. Relax. Really flush. Feel the wave of that. Let it just roll down through the legs and the knees and the calves again. Breathe in. Loose hamstrings. Exhale. First steps in mental control, mind control, overall wellness, healthy breathing, healthy focus and attention, knowing what's real, what's fake. We'll get into this in later sessions, but the idea of what negative thoughts are. We don't fight them. They're real. Well, they're not real. Actually, I should check that. They're not real. They're often telling us things that aren't true, but they happen. And so what we do is we manage them. So with this next breath, any thought that's distracting or negative, I want you to just take that and put it someplace that you can deal with it later. Because right now, these 15 minutes are yours. Breathe. Exhale. Relax. Controlled state, controlled mind, controlled breathing. Focused breathing. Intentional placement of self in this moment. Hearing the music and allowing that to drive you or wave you. Hearing my voice and allowing that to direct you or ground you in. Either way, it's all good. Or whatever your own way is, it's okay. We're just allowing ourselves to find a place, find a moment in our mind and in ourselves, to just be grounded and settled, fully intentional, fully focused, fully understanding of our cues, our directional thoughts. Breathe. Hold, exhale, relax. Good. So back to those legs again. Wash over the hamstrings, the knees, the calves. Let this one roll down on your feet. If you get a little tickle, that's okay. Breathe in. Hold it. Relax. Exhale. Nice and easy. Nice and intentional. You hear my voice go up and down. Sometimes the pace will slow. Sometimes I'll speak a little faster. All of these things are just to help you roll through whatever it is that we're doing. Learning this intentional practice of mindfulness, breath control, focus control, positive thoughts, managing negativity, managing negative thoughts, sending those to a place that you can pack away, reshaping them. Sometimes we call reframing them. Taking a negative thought and changing it to its mirror side, the opposite side. That's the truth, the positive side, what you really are about, what you really are trying to do. I know you're doing excellent work. For those of you who are challenged, that's okay. Just ride with me. Each time you work with me or one of the other practitioners, you'll grow stronger in this activity, really being focused, really being here and present. Again, I'm saying it over and over because that's what it's about. And it's a belief in self. It's a consciousness of self. It's what we call, building blocks to a foundational self. What I call fundamentalism. What I call being a fundamentalist is teaching this drive, teaching this goal-directed belief in who you are, putting your blocks together so that you can rise. Developing positive and healthy self-esteem, or just rebooting it if you need to, or just making it even stronger. When you can develop a personal power, an intentional power, a self-focus, those three right there that I just said, that'll allow you to do whatever you want, however you want, because you'll know that you're inside of you, the belief in you is real, and that you're goal directed, you're focused, you're concentrated, you're able to work with your mind and body together. So breathe in, exhale, breathe in, hold that breath, exhale and release. Wash it over your feet and toes. Go ahead and let them wiggle. Go ahead and let your body, you see how I'm rolling my shoulders right now if you got your camera on. Just allow yourself to loosen up. Just be really directive in your breath, in your thinking, slowing down your thoughts. One of the things I want you to make sure you take from the session today, and in every session, and start to bring this as part of one of your building blocks, one of your ways to think about your thoughts, because that's really what we're doing here, is we're learning to think about our thoughts. We're learning to think about how our brain and our body works together. We're learning how to be present. I'm from a school of thought that believes strongly in that your thoughts affect your feelings, which in turn affect your behaviors. And so you can see how those just link right together. My thoughts affect my feelings, which in turn affect my behaviors. So how I think is going to directly impact how I feel, and then how I feel is going to directly impact how I act. Those are my behaviors. And for those of you who are performers, whether you're the person working out at the gym, trying to lose a few pounds, or whether you're trying to, get ready for the playoffs because you're a high-level elite athlete and you're in that world, you've got to come with such a positive and powerful thought of self that it allows you to feel that way, and it allows you to go out and enact your behaviors that way, on and off the court, in and out of the classroom. And then more importantly, it allows you to then rejuvenate and put that energy, that positive energy, that strong energy of self right into that performance that you're trying to do. So that's the extra level. You can add that one on. In my next session, I'll have a scale for you, or a poster for you to see it. For some people who are visual learners, so they see it, in a chain going together. Thoughts affect feelings, which affect behaviors, which affect performance. No doubt, no question. All my behaviors out there, they'll like that one, because that's what it is. It's a behaviorist theory, it's a behaviorist thought, and I just added on performance at the end of that chain. So again, we've talked about managing thoughts and feelings. We've talked about controlling, not controlling, but managing thoughts and feelings, controlling our breath and breathing, and allowing ourselves a skill set that will encourage and hold close the mind, that we can release tension and stress just through our breathing alone. So again, I want to thank you for allowing me to be with you in this first session. This is Dr. Ronald Kimmons. Mindfulness, mind traveling. We'll do it every time. Broadcasting to you from Oakland, California. I appreciate you. I'll see you again. Thank you.